Chúc mừng năm mới. Happy New Year, everyone. Tet Lunar New Year is a huge tradition where we celebrate for days and days. We're so happy that the San Jose Museum of Art invited Chopsticks Alley to join you today to share with you a Vietnamese art tradition. But before we begin, I'd like to share with you a little bit about what Chopsticks Alley Art does. We promote Southeast Asian cultural heritage through the arts by providing and promoting artists through art exhibits, classes, performances, and events. We celebrate the cultural diversity of Southeast Asian contemporary art to connect communities. And so today with me, I have my partner in crime, and she is an artist. Her name is Hang Hun, and she also works in sculpture, photography, and oil painting. She's pursuing an BFA degree in spatial art and a minor in photography. She hopes to help the world be a better place through her art. And of course, we are thrilled to have her join us to show you how to make your own version of Son Mai drawing painting today.
Hi, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm so happy to be here and thank you for inviting me to be here.
You look so beautiful. I love your pink.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so glad we're both wearing pink today. It's a very happy New Year kind of color, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. In 2021, Chopsticks Alley published an art book, and it is titled Art Venture Down the Mekong, to highlight 8 different countries connected by the Mekong River in Southeast Asia, one of which is, of course, Vietnam. And that's why we think that Hang is the perfect artist to show us the tradition of Son Mai. Hang, do you know how to make Son Mai?
No, but today we're gonna use Son Mai as inspiration to show you how you can make your own easy versions at home with the sketchboard.
That's wonderful. Well, before we begin, I'm going to show our audience what the heck Art Venture Down the Mekong is all about. So let's show them the video, okay? Wow, I love all the scenery. It makes me miss Vietnam and going back to visit. Have you been back? I mean, besides the COVID era here, but when was the last time you were in Vietnam?
So the last time I was in Vietnam, like 2019, I visit my mom back then for about 2.5 months.
Oh, were you there around that time?
No, actually, I cannot be around that time because, you know, like I have school, my kid have school, so I have to be there like around summer.
Oh, okay. Well, I was able to be in Vietnam one year, I forget which year, around that, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. But the community in San Jose, Little Saigon, we do a pretty good job here, right?
I think for me, I think that here's a little bit like I cannot imagine like when the first time I came here around that too, like it's so big, like they have the pháo. In Vietnam they don't have pháo,
Which is firecrackers.
yeah.
And anyways, let's digress to something else because I'm not sure that we're allowed to have them. All right. So let's talk about Son Mai a little bit. And Son Mai is this beautiful process. And I'm going to show you a video. And it was made by Insider. And we have their permission to show you the process, the traditional process of Son Mai, right from a Vietnamese artist, straight from Vietnam. So here we go.
Son Mai is a traditional Vietnamese form of lacquer painting, created using a toxic lacquer harvested from one region of the country. It requires months of application and sanding back layers of paint to build up the image. Last year, a Son Mai painting sold at auction for $972,000. So what makes these paintings so special, and why are they so expensive?
Là khi hoàn thành một cái bức tranh sơn mài truyền thống là bao giờ gần như không nhìn thấy cái họa tiết gì ở phía dưới. Thế thì trong quá trình họa sĩ mài, tức là lúc vẽ, bắt đầu moi dần nó ra, hình dần dần lên, màu dần dần lên. Nên nó tạo cho họa sĩ một cái sự hồi hộp để mà đi đến cái đích cuối cùng của mình. Thì cái đấy rất nhiều họa sĩ thích cái cảm giác đó.
Pham Trinh Trung has dedicated almost 50 years to mastering Son Mai and knows how equally tiring and rewarding the craft can be. It is an art form of incredible value in Vietnamese culture for both the time and skill it requires and the exclusive natural materials needed to make it. The process of making lacquer paint begins in the forests of Vietnam, where planters collect resin from a toxic wax tree native to Southeast Asia called the Rus succedanea. Planters must cut into more than 400 trees to retrieve between 1 and 1.5 kilograms of resin.
Cây sơn sẽ trồng khoảng 3 năm thu hoạch, sau đó thì sẽ thu hoạch 4 đến 5 năm. Để thu hoạch được nhựa cây thì chúng tôi sẽ phải bắt đầu vào 4 giờ sáng. Cắt nhựa, dùng vỏ con trai để đựng nhựa cây và khoảng tầm 3 đến 4 tiếng sau thì thu hoạch.
After harvesting, the lacquer must be removed of any impurities and mixed for several hours before it's suitable for painting. One of the principal features of Son Mai is the depth created by adding several layers of paint and sanding them back. These layers aren't always visible in the finished work, but are what differentiate lacquer painting from other common painting styles. With oil painting, artists paint from back to front, painting the landscape first and the details later. The process of lacquer painting is the opposite.
Hai cái nó ngược nhau một chút. Và chính vì cái chi tiết vẽ trước toàn cảnh vẽ chùm lên thì khi xong tranh thì coi như là không nhìn thấy cái gì ở dưới nữa. Và mài dần dần các cái chi tiết nó mới nổi dần lên. Bởi vì mài lúc bấy giờ mới hồi hộp xem hình thì không khó có thể sai được rồi. Nhưng mà chất liệu mình dùng như thế nó ra có hợp không? Sắc độ có đủ không? Đúng không? Độ đậm nhạt có hợp lý không? Anh giỏi về kỹ thuật là anh phải tạo ra được những cái tương quan đấy. Nếu mà không có tương quan đấy thì nó đồng chất nó quay trở về gần giống tranh sơn dầu.
Artists mix natural ingredients to create colors, like eggshells to make white, or cinnabar, a toxic ore for red. In some cases, artists add leaves of silver, sometimes even gold, to create a gentle sheen. These substances can be one of the costliest parts of Son Mai painting.
Gốc của cái thần sa chu sa nó là gốc thủy ngân, cho nên là một lạng của nó để vào tay nó chỉ được như quả trứng cút thôi mà cầm rất là nặng. Đấy, thế thì triệu vạc một cái gói con lên chẳng hạn, thế thì dùng nó rất là tốn kém về mặt nguyên liệu.
While the raw materials of the painting may be more expensive than many other styles, the skill and the work of the artist are what set the final value. Along with the immense patience Son Mai requires, each work is unique and unpredictable. That's because painters are never quite sure how the layers will resurface through sanding. This can either increase the value of the work or force an artist to start over.
Thế thì các họa sĩ sơn mài truyền thống thường là nếu mà kỹ thuật vững vàng, nắm được rồi phác thảo tốt thì khi mài ra thì chủ động được khoảng độ 80%. 80% cái ý tưởng của mình. Thế còn 20% còn lại là dành cho may rủi. Ngẫu nhiên. Có thể cái ngẫu nhiên đấy nó làm tranh đẹp hơn cái ý định ban đầu của mình rất nhiều. Nhưng cũng có lúc 20% ngẫu nhiên đấy nó không đạt yêu cầu của mình thì họa sĩ phải vẽ lại.
Painters must be careful to let each layer fully dry before sanding, otherwise colors or designs could be ruined. There's no set amount of time a layer takes to dry, as it largely depends on the weather that day.
Và cứ mỗi lần vẽ xong thì sơn ta vẽ bằng chất liệu truyền thống thì bao giờ cũng phải ủ. Nó có độ ẩm. Lý tưởng nhất là độ ẩm trong nhà vào khoảng độ 70-80% là sơn rất nhanh khô. Thế còn dày hanh là sơn không khô được. Đấy, lý do là cái độ ẩm của không khí nó là cái hơi nước của không khí, nó là cái chất xúc tác để cho các cái thành phần sơn nó liên kết với nhau tạo nên phản ứng khô của sơn. Nếu mà thuận lợi thì 1-2 ngày nó khô, mà nếu mà rời hanh chẳng hạn thì có khi phải ủ đến 3 ngày sơn nó mới khô. Thế thì để làm được một cái bức tranh sơn mài nó kéo dài hàng tháng.
After weeks of work, pieces are polished with coal powder, which creates the smooth surface and lasting shine of Son Mai. Artists have used lacquer for its glossy finish for thousands of years. One of its best-known applications is Japanese lacquerware, decorative pieces of furniture, boxes, and dinnerware. But in the early 20th century, Vietnamese artists developed an interest in lacquer painting and created a style unique to the world. Impressive as these works can be, the process is both costly and arduous. And that's why Phan Chinh Trung believes the future of this tradition will depend on finding more artists willing to learn it.
Để mà duy trì nó thì trước tiên là những cái người chỉ dựa vào mấy cái người họa sĩ mà đam mê cái nghề này thì không được, không giữ được. Mà vấn đề là phải phát triển. Cứ đợi trên đà thông nó mất rồi mới lại đi tìm chỗ nọ, nguyền chỗ nọ, chỗ kia để phục hồi lại. Làm sao có được, đúng không? Một khi đã mất rồi thì làm sao nó đứt đoạn rồi.
Wow, that's such a tedious process to make this single painting. Have you ever seen it done in Vietnam?
No, unfortunately, I didn't have the chance to see it in the person, but like I do see artworks around like the city, where I go. Yeah, somewhere I go, I did see it.
Yeah, I remember growing up in Vietnam, our family had these paintings on the wall. It's very common, right? And also in like lacquerware, like dishes, display, all these different things. So why don't you tell us, like, how are you going to use Son Mai inspiration to show our audience how to make their own? How are they going to do that?
So I will show you the easy version at home with the sketchboard. You just need to find some tools around the house, like very easy to do it.
I love it. Now, if they were to purchase the Adventure Down the Mekong book, advertising, you can actually learn how to make your own scratchboard. But because, this is Tet and it's supposed to be easy, we provided for you your own very easy to make scratchboard. It's ready to go. So what do you think, Hang? Are you ready to show our audience how to do this?
Yes, I do. I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let's begin by gathering our art supplies. So we're going to have our black scratchboard on the left here, then some toothpicks and a pen and pencil and a scratching tool of some kind here. We have one for carving clay that we happen to find, and also a credit card of some kind, something with a sharp edge but thin enough for you to scratch. So during Tet holidays, our favorite fruits and food is the watermelon and bánh chưng. Bánh chưng is a sticky rice cake filled with mung bean and pork. It's delicious. And then also we like to decorate our homes with our favorite flowers. In Vietnam, we have hoa mai, which is similar to plum blossoms that you can see all over town. And then we never forget our ancestors. We also have a fruit bowl, usually filled with these 5 fruits that we offer to our ancestors on the altar. And then, of course, in 2022, it's the year of the tiger, and tigers represent strength and courage. So we hope you're going to find your strength and courage in starting this art project with us. So here we go. let's grab our tools. So you're gonna take a pencil and the scratch board here, and Hang is gonna demonstrate to you how to draw the tiger today. So she started with using the pencil as a sketch, so that way she's not really actually scratching the paper just yet. She just wants to make sure that if she makes any mistakes, it's a lot easier with a pencil and not to begin scratching right away. So this tiger is super adorable. I can't wait to see her scratch it though. I must say, I want to see what is underneath, you know, all the colors. So, ooh, here we go. And she has already started some of the scratching process, but she's gonna finish up this cute little tiger for you. So after drawing the outline, you can also color it in. So here are his tiger stripes, right? So your job is to start to think about, what are you gonna draw? What is your family's favorite New Year's food? What will your tiger look like? Are you gonna draw some flower blossoms, some fruits? So start to think about that as you begin your process. Super cute. So here he is, our 2022 tiger. Wonderful. Now it's your turn. Thank you, Han, so much for showing our audience how to make their own Tet painting or Son Mai version with the Scratchboard. I loved your tiger that you made. What are you gonna do with all these paintings now that you have them?
So now I'm gonna hang around the wall in my kid room, so my daughter, she can get the inspirations. Yeah.
That's so cute. And also you can probably make like little cards out of them, right? Like in the back, maybe write messages.
Yeah.
That's really neat. So with that, we're going to conclude our Son Mai session today. Thanks for joining us. From the Chopsticks Alley Art Team, we wish you chúc mừng năm mới and have a safe and harmonious new year. Bye everyone.
Bye. Happy New Year. Chúc mừng năm mới.